today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Chicago Bears.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't...
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And down he'll go at the 25. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's
from the gun on third down. Perkins. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, Perkins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
A loss of 13 yards.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Off the play fake, Perkins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's third down.
Incomplete.
Operating from the gun, Perkins. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
Complete to
and he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. The Rams offense ready. They're backed up to start their initial drive. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and
5 now. Minshew. And this one quickly to land. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A gain of 3, second down.
a 3-yard pickup. Brings up
from the gun, Minshew to throw. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
6-yard line. That's a gain of 5.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And some room to work. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That's a gain of 13. First down, Rams.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 right at the 40. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he finds Corey Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
It leads to second and
now Minshew. And it's incomplete. He was trying to get that to Colby Parkinson. And now it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. It's the fullback. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone's talking about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now, to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and...
Minshew sets to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. This one good for a 1st down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down now, it's Rhodes. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Out for the PAT, here's Sloman. Good to make it 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. 22-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounds.